In the headlines for Friday, January 23rd, today, a North Carolina man who's also a convicted murderer will push once again for his freedom.
Plus,
the adults are there, they get paid, they get benefits, and the children come and they leave and they're not educated.
Tough words from a judge investigating whether North Carolina students are getting a sound and basic education.
Plus, falling gas prices meant you had some extra cash to spend in other places. So where did those savings go? All right, good morning. It is finally Friday. We are glad that you're with us. I'm Mike Gonzalez.
Smiles all around.
I know.
Good morning. I'm Stephen Chase. We've got your morning news in just a moment. Mike Lamia with a look at traffic. First, though, let's get over to meteorologist Alyssa Corfon, who has the Friday forecast.
Aviation Parkway. Again, not many cars on the road, so if you're heading out the door this early, the roads are all yours. Guys.
All right, some good news there, Mike. Thanks so much. Today, a North Carolina man who spent more than 3 decades in prison is making another plea for his freedom. Joseph Sledge was convicted of killing 2 women. He says he did not do it. Now the North Carolina Innocence Commission will take up the case. WNCN's Emma Wright is live in the studio with a look ahead.
Joseph Sledge is spent at 10 a.m.
All right, Emma, thank you. Happening right now, Smithfield police are investigating after an Amtrak train hits and kills 2 teens. It happened just before 2 o'clock yesterday afternoon off North Bright Leaf Boulevard. Police say the teens are 17-year-old Robert Naughton and 18-year-old Alan Peden. Now, the track was shut down for a short time, but the train was eventually allowed to continue along its route. Amtrak police are also investigating. The FBI is now searching for a 17-year-old wanted in connection to a murder in Clayton. Police say Cortez Lucas shot and killed Robert Horton at a mobile home park last month. Investigators believe the shooting stems from a domestic incident. The suspect may be in Pennsylvania or New York.
15 more people have died from the flu virus this season in our state alone. That brings the total number of deaths to 114. It's the biggest number in at least 5 years. Last season, 107 people died. Most of those who've been killed this year are elderly. They are much more susceptible to this particular flu strain for some reason. Only 2% of deaths were between the ages of 5 and 17. Flu season usually runs through May. Anti-abortion protesters hit the streets in Washington, D.C. for the annual March for Life rally. It's to mark the 42nd anniversary of the Roe v. Wade landmark Supreme Court decision. Lawmakers on Capitol Hill passed a measure to ban all taxpayer money for abortions. The move by the House does not allow federal funds for abortion coverage under Obamacare, but the White House has warned the president will veto the move, making it unlikely it will ever become law.
And a hearing continues as to whether North Carolina students are getting a sound and basic education. Some question if students are passing grades when they shouldn't. An issue is a mid-range score that classifies tested 3rd graders as prepared for the next grade level, but requires continued help from a teacher to perform successfully in the 4th grade. In the coming weeks, the Court of Appeals will make a decision when it comes to arguments about a 2013 law that ended teacher tenure. The Attorney General's office argued that modifying teacher contracts won't mean teachers can be terminated without cause. Any teacher whose contract is not renewed is entitled to a hearing and will not be let go without due process. An attorney for the North Carolina Association of Educators argued that without career status, teachers' contracts can be terminated without explanation.
All right, the time is 5:06. Glad that you're with us. I got to learn where all the clocks are.
I know.
Coming up, a national retailer is taking a step towards catering to plus-size women. We'll take a look at Target's new line of clothes and when they debut.
Plus, new car safety features are in development, what they do, and whether they'll be required in all cars.
And we're looking at a cool start to this Friday, but it is dry for the time being. The rain will arrive this afternoon, but good morning, 4 Oaks and Benson. You're both right around 41 degrees. How are those roads looking, Mike?
And we're looking at a problem-free drive this morning, but will it remain, especially with that rain on the horizon? I'll let you know how your morning commute is shaping up. Coming up, stay with us.
Morning cruise all gung-ho that it's finally Friday.
Lots of coffee.
I thought yesterday, and I was doing things in the evening, cooking dinner. I was like, oh, this is Friday. And then I was like, oh, no.
You thought
Not
it was
quite.
Friday yesterday?
Yeah, which is the worst,
thinking.
you know?
Yeah, I know.
The worst feeling when that alarm clock still goes off this morning.
Great weather yesterday. It was nice and it was really beautiful.
Yeah, we got to 59 yesterday.
Sweet.
Not the case today.
No.
Today we're going to hey Mike.
It's like a Netflix kind of weekend. You stay indoors to avoid all of that rain, and then Sunday you can actually go outside. Good morning, everybody. Roads are looking all clear, so if you're heading out the door early this morning, the roads are all yours. So how about we take a live look outside over at I-40 and Jones Sausage Road. You can see the camera is trying to pick up what's going on out there, even though it's kind of dark, but you can see not a lot of cars out here. Over on I-540 and Capitol Boulevard, there you go. Those roads are completely clear except for that one guy right over there. So if this is your route, it's all clear, and have a safe drive in. Guys.
Problem-free ride so far, Mike. Thanks a lot. Time right now is 5:12. The big game is coming up, and everyone wants to see it on the big screen. But how much are people spending this year for a new TV? We're going to tell you.
That should be interesting.
Yeah?
Plus, it may be winter in Hawaii, but that never stops the surfers out there while the island is seeing shockingly
look
big
at that.
waves. That is crazy. We'll be right back.
Be wet, heavy rain possible before this system is out of here. I would expect about an inch of rain. 45 our high on Saturday with the rain around 52 Sunday. Sunday looking like the pick day of the weekend for sure. Pausing this on Monday because we could see a few showers if the temperatures are just right. Maybe a few flurries mixed in. That would be mainly north and west of the triangle. Here in the triangle, we would probably see just a cold rain. 43 then Tuesday, Wednesday, morning lows next week, mid-20s.
Yikes.
Get
Okay.
the jacket.
Get ready for it.
Here's a
Winter's
question,
back.
you guys. You know, we've been talking about Deflategate for like weeks, or a week.
It seems like weeks.
Seems like it's been a long
seems
time.
Seems like weeks.
But here's the question. Okay, underinflated balls or deflated balls? Which one? Is there a difference? Anybody?
Well,
I would say
I think deflated
underinflated.
would be the actual deflation of the entire ball, like smash. You know what I mean?
Okay.
And
Yeah.
then underdeflated would just be a little bit.
And
So,
that's what it is.
There you go.
That would be my guess.
Thank
He's
you
our
for
expert.
straightening out
He's
that
gonna be our
confusion
expert
for
on
me.
this. How about we take a look at roads?
Let's do
I was
that.
going to say something, but I shut up. Roads are looking very, very clear right now. I want to show you, if you're heading out to the airport this morning, your drive time from Wade Avenue is looking at about 5 minutes. So that's an easy drive this morning if you have an early flight. So how about we take a live look over at I-40 and Jones Sausage, or I'm sorry, I-40 and Wade Avenue. Commute's looking pretty clear out there. A lot more cars on the road as people are heading out to work and school. And over on I-40, US 164 and I-440, again, looking real clear. No incidents to talk about. Looking like a really good Friday morning so far, guys.
Hey, good morning, and coming up this morning on an all-new Rawson Reports here on
Didn't know there was a
Today.
T.
Day, but stay in Saturday. Do something fun
Exactly.
inside.
What'd you
Stay
say?
in all next week. Why
Netflix,
not?
is that what you said?
Start putting the vacation days in right now.
There you go.
Great time to drive.
Yeah, good time to drive. Where I want to tell you about an accident over on I-85 northbound near Duke Street. It's got a little bit of a fender bender out there. It's not really causing too much delays, but keep that in mind if that is your route. Also want to show you a live look outside right now on I-40 in the Durham Freeway. Not a lot of cars on the road right now. Traffic is moving pretty freely. And then over on I-40 westbound near the Clayton bypass, hey, traffic's not looking too bad there this morning. You can see a little bit of braking up westbound, but it's actually looking pretty good. Again, not that many incidents to tell you about. Friday morning is looking pretty good, guys.
All right, sounds good, Mike. Thanks for that update. Here is today's pet of the day. Meet Bisou. The Maltipoo is almost 5 years old. Bisou, I love saying Maltipoo. Bisou means kiss in French because he liked to kiss. Welcome back to WNCN Today. We've got some breaking news to tell you about out of Pennsylvania. This is right outside of Pittsburgh, and this is a live look from Homestead, Pennsylvania, just outside of Pittsburgh, like I said, where crews are working to put out a 5-alarm fire. Take a look at the flames. You could see the ladder truck there. They have pulled at least 2 people out of this burning building so far. We'll keep you updated on our social media sites, and certainly I'm sure the Today Show will also keep you updated. So stay right here on WNCN. Other news this morning, Governor Pat McCrory is working to bring jobs to the state of North Carolina. A ribbon cutting took place in Cary at the new Offices for Economic Development Partnership of North Carolina. The group works alongside the Department of Commerce to market to North Carolina outside businesses and help bring economic opportunities to our state.
If the Federal Trade Commission approves a merger for North Carolina-based Family Dollar, it'll make the company the largest value retailer in the U.S. Family Dollar plans on merging with Dollar Tree, an $8.5 billion deal. This comes even though the company received a higher bid from Dollar General. Well, the Pentagon is partnering up with Duke Energy to build an 80-acre solar farm at Camp Lejeune. The facility will be built and brought online by the end of the year. The project will provide power to about 3,000 homes. The company is trying to meet a state law requiring utilities to generate 12.5% of its electricity from renewable sources by the year 2021.
Time is 6:56. Let's take a look at some of the news that you need to know before you head out the door this morning.
The deflated football scandal continues to build pressure for the New England Patriots. Patriots head coach Bill Belichick and quarterback Tom Brady deny being involved or knowing anything about the situation. The NFL says 11 of the 12 balls the Patriots used in the AFC Championship game were underinflated.
And today, a 3-judge panel will hear a 70-year-old man's plea for freedom. They will hear a 70-year-old man's plea for freedom. His name is Joseph Sledge. He was convicted in 1978 of stabbing 2 Bladen County women to death. He escaped from a nearby prison the same night as those murders, which investigators say made him a suspect at the time.
And 2 former UNC athletes file a class action lawsuit claiming the university and the NCAA failed to give a true education to scholarship athletes. Former basketball standout Rashonda McCants and former football player Devon Ramsey claim UNC steered athletes to paper classes they weren't attending, or rather, they weren't required to attend.
All right.
Well, let's take a look at your forecast.
Yeah.
As we get the day started, we're looking at cloudy skies, 34 degrees right around 7 a.m. That rain is going to be inching in around noon today, and it sticks around once the rain arrives. Heavy rain possible, 43 at 3 o'clock this afternoon. That's our high, yeah. Then 40 by 6 o'clock this evening. As far as your weekend goes, the rain continues for the first half of Saturday, and then the sunshine returns on Sunday. Looks nice with a high near 52. How's it looking outside, Mike?
It's looking pretty good, but it's going to be a rainy afternoon. Got to keep an eye on those roads this afternoon. They're going to be pretty slick, but Clayton Bypass over on I-40 westbound is looking real good this morning. It must be Friday because this is usually pretty backed up. So people might be taking a 3-day weekend, or they're just driving a lot easier. I don't know. Looking really great out there, guys.
They hit
It is
snooze,
Friday.
122.
Why try to define it, right?
I think you had it right, Stefan. People hit the snooze a few more extra times on
That's true.
Friday.
All waking up right now looking at us. Oh no, it's still Friday.
All right. Thanks a lot, and thanks for watching.